Are we live?
Yep. Oh, wait.
Aaron makes an announcement when we're live.
Oh yeah, we are live. What is up,
You have to say
everybody?
it with more enthusiasm.
Okay,
Meat
shut up.
Shield. And
What
we
is?
are live. To the
We
few
are
people
live.
listening.
Welcome to Scoot
There you
Steak,
go.
and that's Scoot.
We are joined today by Aaron, aka Meat Shield,
Yes.
No. We ain't doing that.
aka fucking Weeb.
We ain't doing that one, Chief. We are not doing that
Oh, why not? I like it.
because I said so, Chief.
Fine,
I
since
did-
this is Scoot's take, I'll allow that take.
Oh my god.
You said take. Shut the fuck up.
Real professional.
Yep. Yep. Anyway, we're talking the NFL schedule and records, correct? I believe that's what we agreed on.
Yep.
Yep.
Updating stream title. There we go.
So real quick, I believe what we agreed on was how we're gonna do this is we're gonna split each week between the four of us, aka me, Aaron, Dom, and since Jules cannot be here, we have the wonderful Chargers fan Fleet in for Jules and myself. Scoot, how you doing, Fleet?
Man, I'm doing all right. How about you?
Doing well. Hell yeah, brother. What power?
Come on, buddy.
All right. Do you guys want to start with the first game of the season, which will be Packers versus Bears on Thursday night?
I got Bears. That's just easy for me. That's like an easy win. Like we talk about, in all honesty, a defense that is coming off, really, in all honesty, a historic defense that didn't lose very many pieces at all, and only can
if
get
anything,
better.
I'd say they gained something.
Really, if you want to be technical, yeah, they kind of gained more than they lost. Only real loss, I'd say, would be Prince Amukamara.
Yeah.
If you want to be technical, it
You
was
don't
kind of
think Adrian Amos is a loss?
no.
I
You
think
replaced that
I think
with
Ha
I
Ha
feel
was.
like
Ha is an adequate substitute. In all honesty,
I feel like I almost benefited off of the talent around him.
yeah. I think Clinton is, in all honesty, an upgrade. So I look at that. I look at the
mean-
way,
Oh,
and then you got that D line is just nasty. The D line is just nasty.
Yeah.
Khalil, like it literally feels like a new age '85 Bears. That's what it feels like, a new age '85.
yeah, it really does with Roquan Smith and everyone else too.
So, in all
Aaron, you're a
honesty,
Packers fan. Stop being Scoot's sheep.
yeah,
Man.
yeah, it's just, to me, it's easy for me to pick the Bears. I'm looking at that defense, and I'm looking at that offense that definitely you've got. Really, in all honesty, I think the underrated huge loss for that offense will be Jordan Howard. I feel like he will be heavily missed more than they want to say.
Mm-hmm.
I don't
I
think
agree.
I don't think Tariq can be that workhorse back that Jordan was for them. I don't think so.
No.
Well,
Then again, they could draft the guy in this draft. There's a few guys I like, specifically Josh Jacobs. I think could be a very adequate replacement for Jordan Howard.
mhm.
The thing
If
is
he
that they'd
falls
have
to
to
them
trade
in
up
the
for
first
him.
round.
Yeah, the thing is they have to trade up for him.
They could take him late. They could take him in the second. I've been falling in the second. Josh Jacobs.
But they don't have a second round pick. They'd have to. Well, it
I
wouldn't
mean,
be too hard
they'd have to
pick
trade
in
up to the second, yeah.
Well, then there's other guys in the third. Damian Harris also would be good too. Bryce Love will probably fall because of that injury.
Mm-hmm.
Yep, and he also had a down year for Stanford last year.
Yeah,
True,
so they
but
could easily take him in like the fifth. Or
they could take him in the fourth easy. That's an easy fourth round pick in my. Travion Henderson out of A&M. He's a bit smaller, but he's a workhorse. I wouldn't. In all honesty, I'd take Travion if I were them, and I'd just get rid of Tariq. Travion could do all of it.
They
That's
could
just me.
also pull a Patriots and use Cordero Patterson as the occasional power
Yeah,
back.
yeah, they could. Well, Cordero, I wouldn't. I don't know about that, Chief, but anyway, I got Bears. It's just an easy pick for me. And I look at what the Packers. You really got nothing on defense but Jair.
Yeah.
Offensive wise, you got A-Rod. The Jimmy Graham moved, right?
No, we still have Jimmy Graham.
He's still got
He's still around.
Okay, I thought he was one of the ones that moved. You got Jimmy Graham, Devontae, Aaron, and Aaron.
And David Bakhtiari on the line.
That's it. I mean, but I'm talking skill wise. There's one receiver, one tight end, and one running back, and a QB who's above average.
And Geronimo Allison, who's been more of unproven, but when healthy, quite the wide receiver.
I believe Marcus Valdez-Scantling will get one deep touchdown, and that's about all he'll do the entire game.
I don't know. Here's the thing from like what happened in that Packers locker room with basically from what I understand, players getting blacklisted from targets if Aaron didn't trust you.
I mean, he's going to have to change that this year.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Aaron Rodgers is supposed to be more, I guess you could say, forgiving with wide receivers this year during offseason.
Yes, with
He's
the new-
supposed to work around the wide receiver's skill set, not to his specific own skill set. I guess that's what they're going to be coaching him, trying
And
to
that's
teach
the
him.
thing. Aaron into the coaching and considering how much he was trying to get it, how much he actually tried calling with the plays, how basically 30% of the plays being called were called by Aaron.
Yeah.
I'm just saying. I don't know
Right.
if that'll work. Just saying. Okay, then also you got Steelers at well, let's go. So the other week one prime time is Steelers at Patriots. The Pats.
Yeah, I got the Patriots. Yeah, Pats for sure.
That should again. I think it'll be closer than
But
people
it might be
think.
close. Because one of the things that I kind of forgot about is that the Patriots suck in the beginning of the year usually.
Oh yeah, without a doubt.
They-
The only way I see the
They always
Steelers
start off
winning is
slow.
if they get like Greedy Williams or another good cornerback.
Here's
Because right now their cornerbacks are trash.
they don't got nothing, and then Shazier won't be. Probably is not going to play this year as well, if he even plays
he's
again.
definitely not.
Yeah,
I'm
he's
pretty
not.
sure he
He's-
was already
he's
ruled
slowly
out to
getting
not play
there.
this year.
Oh, he's ruled out already.
I'm pretty sure, yeah.
So you got so on defense you got T.J. Watt, and that's
Yeah.
really it.
Well, Cameron Hayward.
Well, Cameron
well,
Hayward.
Cam Hayward.
Another.
You got T.J. Watt and Cam Hayward. That's it.
Mm-hmm.
So I don't know about that defense. Offense, I feel it'll be more fine than people think. Vance McDougald is solid,
Mm-hmm. Juju
I mean-
is
and
a
Juju.
good-
They still got a
Juju
pretty
is
great
solid.
offensive line.
Yeah, the
Mhm.
O line's solid. James Conner's going to do work. He's going to do work behind that. I don't think. I think more or less the reason why James Conner did so well is really in all honesty, anyone can run behind that line. You know, like this trope that Dallas got. Guarantee you. The reason why Le'Veon, but you look at James Conner's going to get 1,000 yards, but he ain't going to do much more than that because he's not a transcendent back like a Le'Veon, Zeke, or Adrian Peterson. That transcendent word, you know what I mean? I guarantee you, put like a Zeke, a David Johnson, or younger Adrian Peterson, Saquon. You put one of them behind that line, 1,800, 1,600 yards a year, easy money.
Yep. Yep.
Definitely. Do you guys want to move on to week 2? So, by the way,
Well,
these
that's
are
just prime time. That's just prime time.
Yeah,
So
we
you
start
want
with prime time and then go on to the rest of the schedule.
Yeah, let's go. Okay. So I'll do week 1, I guess. Dom do 2, Fleet do 3, Aaron do 4,
And
All
we'll
right.
repeat that cycle.
and just do that. So me, Dom, Fleet, Aaron. Me, Dom, Fleet, Aaron.
all right. Sounds good.
Basically. All right. Tennessee at Cleveland. Well, Tennessee versus Cleveland. I don't have who's home or anything like that on me. I'm just looking at the schedule. Tennessee versus Cleveland. I think that's a home game for Cleveland. Don't quote me on that.
I think
got-
Cleveland will get its first opening game dub in a long ass time.
Oh yeah, I think Cleveland wins that game. I don't think Tennessee will be there this year.
Yeah.
But again, Tennessee's such a hard team to predict because they got a lot of talent, but they're extremely weird in the sense that you don't know if they're actually gonna be injury prone this year or not.
They're one of
So-
those teams where it's just like they can
It's a
either
coin
go
flip.
off.
It's like a coin flip. They can go. They either go off or they don't.
Mhm.
So until Tennessee proves me wrong, I can't pick for them. So I'm gonna have to go with Cleveland.
27-14.
Uh,
Hmm.
24-21. I don't think Cleveland will be that explosive on defense.
21-23.
Baltimore, Miami. That is a home game for Miami. I know that for a fact. So, and that Hard Rock Stadium is a very hard place to play. That's just common knowledge.
Yep. But it's,
Now,
can the running back QB get a dub?
Tua.
Yep, that's the Giants and the Dolphins motto.
So Baltimore wins that, like straight up Baltimore. Unless Miami pulls a Miami, thinks they're competitive when they're not, because they do that sometimes.
Mm-hmm.
Kansas City, Jacksonville. I got Jacksonville. I think Nick Foles is an exponential upgrade over Blake Bortles.
Oh, definitely.
And I think a lot of they're definitely going to draft weapons for Foles this year. I think they're not going to be necessarily looking at anything defensive except linebacker. So that's really about all they need. Someone to complement Miles Jack. So
And-
like I could see
And
them
Jake
taking
Ryan's serviceable if he's healthy.
Right.
Oh yeah.
And then, but you got players like who all moved.
From the
They
Jaguars.
They lost
that-
Malik Jackson, and I
That
think
was a,
that's about it.
who they lose on offense. I think didn't they lose Westbrook or something?
No.
Westbrook's
Westbrook-
still around.
Yeah, he's still on his rookie.
I swear they lost a receiver.
That was last year when they lost Hearns and Robinson.
Oh yeah, it was Hearns and Robinson they lost. Okay. So yeah, they'll probably draft like someone in the second round, probably like Arcega Whiteside, if I had to guess.
Mm-hmm.
Or someone, but they want a big body X in all honesty. Or they should go straight offense this draft. They could take Hawkinson, or really, really, if they wanted to. They could do it. I don't like it, but they could. They could take Hawkinson
I mean, they
at 7.
could.
They could.
But I still have them getting an offensive lineman anyways.
I got taking Jawan Taylor. So that's just me though. I'm getting into draft too much. I got Jacksonville over Kansas City. In all honesty, that defense is really, in all honesty, lost like one person, and that's extremely replaceable and pluggable at defensive tackle. So I'm not too worried about that.
Yeah, I need to see what Kansas City does with their defense. But for the time being,
they
it's
lost too
Jacksonville.
much. Yeah, they lost too much on that defense, and that offense is going to be a lot better with Nick Foles and Leonard. Nick Foles, Leonard Fournette is going to be a lot better.
As long as Fournette can stay healthy.
like that offense will be a lot better. And then the fact that Dede is extremely good, then what's his face is going to be healthy. The guy who tore his
Marquise
ACL.
Lee.
Yeah, Marquise Lee's going to be bounced back hopefully.
Yeah.
So you got your best two receivers are going to come back, which is going to be awesome. Then you just really need a tight end or a big body receiver and that's easily like Arcega Whiteside in the second. Noah Font very easily could fall out. Well, heck, Irv Smith's probably gonna be available right there. Here you
They
go.
could take Jay Sternberger in the second or third.
No, that's my baby. Don't touch Jay.
No. How mad would you be if Jace got drafted by the Packers?
Oh, I'd be hella pissed. Oh my god, I'd be hella pissed.
Hopefully he doesn't get drafted by the Redskins.
Hella pissed if that was anyway. Buffalo
But
at New
yeah,
York
anyway.
Jets. I think that'll be close. Buffalo, New York Jets. I think that'll be close.
Oh yeah.
I think the
Yeah, they always
Jets
competitive.
will take it.
I got Buffalo there.
It's a real toss-up with that one.
I
'cause
like
you
what
don't know what
I
either
like-
team is really gonna be.
I like what Buffalo did. In all honesty, I don't like how much they paid for my homie Cole Beasley, but overall, I think they had a great free agency. And really, in all honesty, they have a really high ceiling this year because all they really need is a tight end, and that offense will be set. And get some O-line pieces here and there, but like weapon-wise, they're pretty straight though.
That's
Like-
the only real question with the Jets is a number one wide receiver.
Like Zay Jones, big body guy. They got what's his face on the other side, who's the speedster. Then Cole Beasley is their slot. Charles Clay is a bit iffy, but workable at tight end. So they don't necessarily have to take a tight end, but they probably want to.
They could take Dawson Knox.
No, he's my other baby. Don't touch him.
Charles Clay.
They could take Hawkinson. Very easily could. He'd fit their scheme. Then they got what's his face? They got to replace McCoy, another old running back.
Sean McCoy?
Frank Gore.
Oh
Yeah,
wait.
Gore.
They got Frank Gore.
Yeah, they
The
got Frank Gore.
timeless man.
The timeless wonder, Frank Gore. I don't understand it, man.
Yep. The man who's been playing in the league since like 04 or 05.
He's like the Jerry Rice of running backs.
He had a decent
he's
season
the-
last year too
The
until he
Jason,
got hurt.
the Jason Witten of running backs.
Yep. And he also has plans to retire as a 49er.
I hope the 49ers sign him to like a one-day deal so he can retire 49er.
Most teams
Kinda like
do.
what- Like if they're popular with the team, they'll like for example, we did that with the Marcus. They
I
should
think the
have
Chargers
done
did.
that.
I think the Chargers did that with O'Danian.
Yeah, I think so too. I know we did that. A recent example was in 2015. We did it with the Marcus Ware right after the Super Bowl. So hopefully DeMarcus Ware makes it in our Ring of Honor. I know for God's sake he deserves it.
Oh yeah, he probably will. For how much he's done for you guys.
Just here's the thing: our Ring of Honor is so backlogged. That was the thing. Like we have way too many people that need to get in. Anyway, Indianapolis, LA Chargers, LA. They went over Pittsburgh, New England, Oakland, Denver, Oakland, Seattle, Cincinnati, Seattle, Houston, NOLA, Houston, Washington, Philadelphia, Philly, LA,
Do you think
Rams.
Houston's gonna? I know, the Saints normally start out like weak, but do you think Houston's secondary is gonna be able to, like?
Dude, their secondary, in all honesty, isn't bad. I don't know what the notion that their secondary was trash came from. It's not terrible. They have a.
Oh no. I guess it's because T.Y. Hilton destroys that secondary.
In all honesty, it's just because T.Y. Hilton and Andrew Luck is just like some black magic. In all honesty,
To every AFC team besides the AFC South team.
pretty much, yeah. It's like bonkers. But Atlanta, Minnesota, I got Atlanta. San Francisco, Tampa, I got San Fran. Detroit, Arizona, I got Detroit.
That's
I
a
think I actually have
primetime game.
Arizona for that one.
Nah,
That's
No,
an
no.
ugly primetime game.
Dallas, New York Giants, I got Dallas. All
Oh,
right,
that's easy. Why is New York even in a primetime game?
that isn't a primetime game.
That isn't a primetime game.
Oh, good.
I thought we
Those
were
aren't
just
primetime.
going
That
through
was-
the primetime.
That was week one. That was week one. That was week one when we just went through prime
Alright,
time and
now-
everything.
I'll hop on to week 2.
All right. Well, so we got those primetime games first, though. The week 2 primetime, which is
Let's start off
Eagles.
with that.
Yeah. So the primetime for week 2, or let me say, Buccaneers, Panthers, Browns, Jets, and Eagles, Falcons. So Eagles
think
at
the-
Falcons. So let's go there, I guess.
Uh,
All right,
Lead us
so
off.
the battle of the birds. I'm going with the Philadelphia Eagles on that one.
Depends a lot. Like the Falcons' defense, though, will be a lot more healthy. So
Yeah,
you gotta
that's
look
one
at
thing to
that.
consider. But the Eagles also had a lot of injuries too on their team.
Yeah, but it was more. The thing was, though, the Eagles got those injuries more on the back end of the seasons. The Falcons had it throughout.
yeah, like losing Deion Jones, Keanu Neal.
Like they lost those guys like week 2, week 3, if I'm remembering right. So like,
Yep.
and then like they didn't lose Jalen Mills till the first Dallas game, which was week 7.
Mm-hmm.
Like
Mhm.
week 7, week 8.
You got to think Atlanta has one of the is set at safety with Keanu and Ricardo.
Ricardo moment.
Oh my god.
But yeah. So you looking at that, it's just like
I think I'm gonna
Yeah.
go with Atlanta on that one.
I think I look at that like I think Atlanta's got a strong case there because the defense will be healthy, should be, unless like barring their entire defense gets hurt week 1.
And I don't think Ronald Darby can hold Julio.
God no, Jalen Mills can't hold Julio. Ronald Darby can't hold Julio. No one on that defense can one on one Julio. So you're gonna bracket him. So that leaves Calvin Ridley and Mohamed Sanu on one coverage, and I guarantee you either of them could be one coverage.
Mohamed Sanu is no longer with the Falcons,
Oh, never mind.
but still
Just-
Calvin Ridley.
I mean, yeah, just Calvin Ridley still.
Calvin Ridley and Justin Hardy then. It just goes to
No,
that.
'cause- oh wait, yeah, no, Hardy's still on. They lost Marvin Jones. That's who it was.
Marvin Jones.
Marvin
Or-
Jones.
Not Marvin.
Marvin Jones is a lion.
Marvin. There was somebody named Marvin. The Falcons.
Some guy named Marvin. Okay.
He was like their replacement for Turbo. Or yeah, Turbo.
Turbo.
That's fuck. Short guy that's now on the Bears. That's
Taylor
his, like, nickname.
Gabriel.
Yeah, Taylor Gabriel.
Okay.
Yeah, I'm just gonna go okay because I'm not quite sure I know who you're talking about, but
Okay, Boban.
yeah, okay, Boban.
Well, that's because you're. I don't know how to talk, but Aaron doesn't talk at all.
Okay.
Yeah,
Well,
dude.
next prime time is Browns at Jets.
All right, so OBJ's triumphant return to MetLife Stadium.
Wait, who? OBJ's warm welcome back to MetLife. Warm welcome back to the Met after OBJ's jersey premiere at WrestleMania 35.
Man, that was fun. But anyways, I have the Browns winning that one.
Yeah,
Oh,
it's like easy money. Browns win 35-3.
I don't think it'll be that bad, but
Yeah,
it'll be
God.
bad.
Maybe 35-17.
Yeah, I think that's getting closer to it.
28-3.
This isn't a Falcons and Patriots game.
Yeah, don't say that to Falcons.
Hey, Falcons fans.
Those are those are two numbers that they don't like here.
28-3. 28-3. 28-3. 28-3. 28-3.
28
Just don't
to
say that
3.
in the state of Georgia.
I've talked to a Falcon. I've said 28-3 to a Falcon. I got flipped off, respectively. It's fun though. Buccaneers at Panthers. That sounds fun.
So Buccaneers and Panthers, man, that game could go either way.
I think it'll go to the Panthers.
I think I'll go 50-50.
And-
I'm gonna take the home team.
And then it's hard to predict Thursday night football games because one team shows up and the other doesn't most of the time.
You're right.
And the
Same thing goes for London games.
and Tampa Bay doesn't have
Have a defense.
magic to bail them out anymore.
Have a defense, you mean? Or
That too.
oh yeah, crap. The Dolphins got Fitzmagic, so I don't know. They may ruin that tank.
Yeah, right. Might end up going 5-11 when they should try to go like 2-14, 3-13.
0-16 for that guaranteed first overall.
Tank for Tua.
Tank
for Tua.
Not only be the third team to go winless, but also be the only team to win and not lose an entire game in a season.
Go from 0-16 to 16-0, aka the 2019 Browns.
Oh God.
Man, I just wanted the 2018 Browns to go 16-0 so bad. Like just so like 0-16, 16-0,
If they had a kicker, they would have been like 12-4.
right? Like in all honesty, like most of their games
Oh,
came down
man.
to a field goal. Like, it
After
was-
Zane Gonzalez missed those field goals against the Saints, a bunch of Browns fans got mad. They tagged the wrong Zane Gonzalez.
oh yeah, I remember that.
they tagged some baseball coach that also lived in Ohio.
Really?
Yeah.
All right, Dom, you got the other games, so talk them.
All right. We got Cardinals Ravens. That's gonna be the Ravens. Any disagreements?
Not really.
No, I'm good.
We got the Chargers Lions. Chargers should win that, but you never know.
Cause fuck you, Spanos.
Yep. Colts Titans. Everybody knows what that is.
Colts.
Yep.
Yeah.
49ers Bengals.
The arm will be close.
Yeah, I think it'll go to the Niners, but the Bengals do have a chance.
Oh, it is. Let me see. Hey, San Francisco at Bengals.
We got the Jags at Texans.
Texans.
Yes. That's going to be one of the better games of the early year. I feel.
I think so too. A
We
lot
got
of
Vikings Packers.
nah. Don't even go
Packers.
Vikings. Be realistic with yourself. Don't try and
I
pull
am
that.
being realistic. Who did they gain? Who did they gain?
Who did you lose?
We lost
no,
Dick Ryan. And that's about it.
like then who'd they lose? They didn't lose any.
Didn't they have Sheldon Richardson?
Yeah.
Sheldon wasn't even a starter for them. He was like a depth guy for them. You realize that, right?
Oh yeah, shit, that's right.
Like they still got Linval Joseph, Daniel Hunter, and Everson Griffin. Like they're straight still. And the only reason you tied and lost one with them is because
Mason
Xavier-
Crosby can't kick a field goal.
and Xavier Rhodes and their back end wasn't healthy. Like that's the only reason. I guarantee you, if that back end was healthy, you guys would have lost both games. Like, the
You just have a grudge against the Packers, and I'm being a biased motherfucker. So
I'm looking at how the rosters are built, Chief.
I think the Vikings are going to have another disappointing season.
God no, I don't think so about that, Chief. I don't know about that, Chief. That does not add up, Chief, because they had a lot of injuries on that back end. Like Xavier Rhodes could not stay healthy. That man is like one of the lockdown corners of the league. Plus, on top of that, you had Dalvin Cook and your offensive coordinator would not run the ball. It just did not add up.
Y'all give me like 1 minute. I'll be right back.
Damn it, Aaron. Well, we'll just agree to disagree. I'll go with my take, and Scoot can go with Scoot's take.
Which is the right
Next
take.
up is Cowboys Redskins,
That's easy. Easy money, Dallas.
which is
Like,
just
that's-
going to be a rape for the Cowboys.
Like, it's the Cowboys and Indians. You win that easily. The Cowboys.
Cowboys easy. Done. Next up is this interesting one. Seahawks Steelers.
Seahawks Steelers. It's Seattle, probably. Like
Probably, but it's at
this week on
Heinz.
Days of Our Steelers. Probably, yeah. Heinz is kind of tough to play. I will say that much. So, I'm still gonna go Seattle. To be honest, still gonna go Seattle. Like,
I mean, well, look at how all the teams after they signed their quarterback to a giant ass deal these last couple seasons.
they didn't lose anyone after that. However, Frank Clark's still on the franchise tag. They still got only person they lost was Earl Thomas. He got hurt week 3,
True.
and they still made the playoffs. So it's like,
yeah,
they got bounced out by my Dallas Cowboys, but still.
Next up is Bills Giants.
Bills, easy money.
Yes.
Yeah, Bills.
Especially if they get like Ed Oliver, or if somehow Quinnen Williams falls to them.
Quinnen could fall. Quinnen could very easily fall.
Yep. And then we already went over. Did we already go over the Patriots Dolphins game?
Not on air.
Oh yeah, not on air.
It's
Yep,
Pats
so-
at Dolphins,
Yes, at Hard Rock Stadium.
which means it's a guaranteed win for Miami.
Exactly.
Because they cannot win at Hard Rock for some odd reason.
It's like the only thing that's Bill Belichick's kryptonite.
Hard Rock Stadium.
Uh-huh.
Like, if there was a Super Bowl in Hard Rock, I guarantee you they'd lose.
hmm And then there's the Chiefs Raiders.
Chiefs probably should win.
Yep.
I don't know. I don't know. Roster.
Because the Raiders still don't have a secondary. And then there's Saints Rams.
Saints. No.
I'd go Rams.
I'm gonna agree on the Saints.
Wait,
No, you
if-
listen here.
If
No, you
Todd
listen-
Gurley is healthy, then I go Rams.
Listen here now. No. How can you take the Rams after that Nickel Roby Coleman call? How can you take the Rams after that?
I mean,
The Saints are just
Yeah.
gonna be too pissed off and too hungry for this game.
It's kind of like the Jags Patriots game last year.
Mm-hmm.
I mean,
Except
yeah,
the
you're
problem-
right.
Because you realize there was a call about Miles Jack.
Yeah, that Miles
There's
Jack
a
call was ridiculous.
Like, straight up, if Miles Jack takes that for a touchdown, they lose. But
Yep, blown way too early.
And we would have had a much interesting Super Bowl.
Blake
What?
Bortles versus Nick Foles.
Oh, that would have been funny.
Blake freaking Bortles gets a ring.
Actually, it wouldn't have been much more
Um,
interesting. I was just thinking of this year's Super Bowl.
Oh my lord! Imagine Blake Bortles versus Nick Foles. Blake Bortles gets a ring before the Eagles.
And then they replaced the quarterback that won them the Super Bowl with the one that lost to them in the Super Bowl.
Right? God, that would be hilarious. God, I hate my life.
And then we got Eagles Falcons.
We just went over
Eagle
that one.
Falcons.
We went over that one already.
Yeah.
That was a prime time.
Oh yeah, that's right. And now we're on to week 3. done all the primetime games.
All right, Fleet, you're up, boss. Fleet.
So Fleet's not in here.
Oh, is he not in? On God?
Oh God.
What? He disappeared too.
Hey, Mariah, can we open up the door?
He said, "I'll be right back." As of
Can you hurry up?
about 10 minutes ago.
Please? Alright, give it to me.
Huh. I don't think he's gonna be back.
Hello.
All right, why don't we just make a part 2 for tomorrow? Part 3, part 4.
Yeah.
Kind of
Do that.
done on it. All right. Deuces.